What is up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. This time I want to start it off with this gorgeous magazine, the Dedicated Enthusiast magazine. So I'm glad, I am thankful and happy because my car made it in the front page of the magazine. This is the magazine that I was talking about on my previous documentary that I was building the car for. It was an exclusive for this magazine. That's why on the back of the car, the plate that's on the windshield says dedicated, because I actually built it as a specific build for this magazine. I kind of like locked my build to them, and they supported me a lot. So I'm thankful that they actually added the front cover with this. So on the documentary, I explained how I was finishing the car to go to GSL. So this is why the magazine called my build The Road to GSL, because my whole documentary was all the struggle that I went through when trying to finish the car and have it ready for the last GSL in history. It was a very historic moment, not only for me, but for GSL as well. Well, not me being there, if you know what I mean, but what I mean by that is that this was my first GSL because I've never been to one, and actually it was the last one in history, so it's my first and last. I've never competed in GSL. I only heard the rumors and the stories behind the actual show, that it is so difficult, and the quality of builds is so high that you can never actually win anything. So when I finished this car, I pushed myself to the limit and to the max to be able to do all these details that you'll see in this video. Over here again, I'm just showing you how the magazine did my whole article on the car. So once again, thank you, Dedicated Magazine, for the opportunity and the actually the actual cover for this car. I am very happy with how it came out, and it's an amazing magazine. I'm going to do a little bit of the whole content later on. Moving forward with this, I wanted to show you. This is the first one that I ever won with the car. This is the Masters Award for GSL, as you can see here. May 27, 2023. I apologize for the background, this is transparent, so it's a little difficult to see it, but you can see this is the award that the Catalina won, best paint of the show. Apparently there has never been a lowrider that has won this award, especially a master one. And again, I am very happy and thankful for this. Humbled by the people over there and the work and how amazing that show was. So I cannot be more proud of this build with this. And as you can see in the documentary on my very last video, Mr. Mark Gustafson, he actually refers to the build, the Catalina, as a crazy build. He said that I was insane by doing and throwing all that detail on it by hand. So again, you will see what he means by watching this video. So this is the first award that it won. After that, I was able to participate in this other show, the California Love Show. It was outside a Cadillac real car show that was happening outside with lowriders and hoppers and all that cool stuff. So I was able to place first with a lowrider category. So I got this cool award with them. Then let me get the other one. On that same year, I was able to win the Lowrider of the Year with the same Catalina. This is the award. That was also October 2023. I got this beautiful award, very heavy by the way. So nice quality and everything. I'm very thankful for it as well. So that was the other show that I actually went to after GSL. This is the other award that I was able to win with the Catalina. It was the best of show at the customs in actually Santa Maria, California. They have the beautiful show outside in one of the parks. It's a very big show. They bring a lot of hot rods, customs, and all that amazing stuff. And inside of one of the venues, they have the scale model show. So I'm also thankful for this award. This again was done by the Catalina. It took best of show on May the 27th and the 28th. This is another pretty cool award. I'm trying to focus. I think it's going to be better like this. This is at the NHRA Museum. The famous Spirit of Speed is another scale model competition, only cars. This time I was able to score first place in Lowriders, again with the Catalina, October 29th, 2023. Beautiful glass award, engraved and everything with the NHRA Museum, the Wally Parks. Moving forward to 2024, I went to compete in Texas at the Super Show, the dedicated magazine again. Fortunately, I was able to get Best Lowrider of the show. That's this one. It got the Best Interior as well of the show. And I don't have the award, but luckily, I think I'll take a picture after and throw it somewhere here. I got best of show overall. And the most amazing thing is that they gave $1,000 to the winner. Only the best of show in scale models will take $1,000, and the best of RCs, lowriders, will take the other $1,000. So one of the sponsors sponsored $2,000 for the best of show. So I got best lowrider, best interior, and best of show with the Catalina. And this is another very historic award. The reason why, because 2024 was the first to last show. There's not going to be any more NNL West. 2025 was the last NNL. So this is a very difficult award as well, since there's over 800 models, and this is people's choice. So my car luckily was voted by most participants at the show, and that's how you get the people's choice. So out of all those models, I am very thankful, and thank you for everyone who voted and attended the show. And this is thanks to you guys. I appreciate your help, support, and actually appreciation for my work. This is 2024 NNL's People's Choice. So I want to show side by side how the actual chassis is, how I started modifying it and doing all these tricks in order to fit suspension after. I have two bodies here. One is for the Catalina that I'm working on, and the other one was another Catalina, but that was going to be a drag race car. So I discarded a lot of the parts just to make a full tube chassis. So as a comparison side by side, you're gonna see all the modifications that I had to do on the chassis and the body just in order to fit suspension, make it work. Since the whole rear suspension is gonna be dropping, I ended up doing a bunch of clearance and other cuts and additions, and not only so the chassis looks good to the eye, but also it's functional with all the moving parts that it's going to have in the future. So as it doesn't make much sense right now, but as the video progresses, you're going to be seeing how everything makes sense and begins to come together in order to make the whole idea of a hopper and the whole lowrider to work. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna keep explaining some other things as we go. I'm going to be also showing a lot of the suspension parts that I did. The telescopic or the actual shocks or struts that extend, they're made out of three parts, and the swivel that's attached to the rear end, it has a bunch of little parts inside because it has also pins that allows it to swivel in some kind of like a rotational motion, but at the same time, it doesn't come out of it. When you pull, it's stuck on like a little washer. All this stuff was designed through trial and error, but I finally figured it out. The suspension's a little bit tricky. This is the first time I'm showing this thing, you'll be wondering what the fuck is this. So this part, the one I'm touching right now, this is the extending shock, and it's consisting of 3 parts. The part that's completely attached to the rear end, the middle part, this tube that you're seeing here, and then the upper tube. The upper tube has a wider upper part, so it doesn't go through this when extended. Now, when it collapses, it goes all the way in. It's not supposed to do that. And these wires are the limiting straps, so this center tube doesn't come out of this one once everything's set up. So these little, ropes or little wires are gonna be glued to this part of the chassis, the backside. So when it extends, it creates tension and it doesn't allow it to go further. And when it compresses, the thing just goes back in the trunk. I know it's a little complex, but it's all I could do to create the full extension. And then compressing, it collapses on its own and it hides behind the seat, that the seat's gonna be here. I know it's the first explanation. I will extend on how the suspension works in a little bit further, but so far it's working. These are the 2 upper arms connected to the chassis and the 2 lower long arms. Remember I mentioned this cross member? This is where the bottom arms attach to. Okay, here I installed, you can see the chassis wrapped around with tape on the bottom or the floor of the car. Now you can see the suspension extended. You can see the 3 parts I was describing. So the thinner bottom tube, that's attached to the chassis, to the axle. One more time, that's completely attached and it swivels around. The center part of the 3-part extension is what I'm holding with my fingers here. The reason why I'm holding these wires or these strings is so this part doesn't go all the way down and comes off from the upper part. So that upper part has its own little rings right there, and those plastic pieces that I glued interrupt the travel from that and avoid it or stops that tube from going down with that ring. So one more time, the upper part is this ring that you see that is being held by the plastic part, which is right there, upper part. The center piece is being held by the string, so it doesn't allow it to go all down. And the bottom thinner tube or the rod is attached to the bottom. So I jumped to work on the interior. I am figuring out the colors. I think I'm pretty sure of which colors I'm gonna end up using. I started to work on the doors. These are my door hinges. I am going to try and finish everything that is related to fabrication, all the dirty shit. That way I'm not messing with my final touch-ups on color. So this is what I have so far. I'm going to figure out the distance and geometry and all that stuff going on this side of the door, and then I'll just copy it on the other side. I am facing a little bit of another challenge. Unfortunately, the front clip of the car or the Catalina broke off from the rest of the body, so now I'm running into issues of fitment and alignment here with the rest of the body. So the whole thing looks okay, and since the door is gonna be being held from this side, but at the same time has to align with the back, the rest of the body, that's kind of like the issues I'm running with. So I will have to figure something out. All right, guys, I'll keep you posted, and cheers. I'm done with the marker part of the chassis. So I did all these scrolls ornaments, and the reason why they are only on certain areas, you see there's no blue here, so I decided to do black chrome on the whole chassis, and only these areas are going to be showing. So that ornament, I'm going to clear it now and then cover it with tape and continue with the chrome. So the chrome will be the last part that I'm going to be doing. Like I just mentioned, chrome gets really bad or badly damaged with tape and everything, so it kills that beautiful shine. So I decided to do this first and then the chrome at the end, and that's how we're gonna leave the chassis. So I'm gonna go clear this and then start taping it up. So that's all the art, the scroll art on the frame. Alright, so check this out. I did the front part of the inner wheel wells. So this is where the engine, well, this is the trans tunnel that goes in through both of the seats. So the firewall is going to be sitting here. I already finished the firewall. Then the bottom's going to be a mix of gold colors with the rest of the colors that I'm using on top and on the body as well. So this is tape for now. I am going to continue and see how the other drawings are gonna come out. So this is gonna be covered also with Mayan art and a couple of other scrolls and stuff. So I will show you guys. I'm gonna start working on this right now. What's up, you guys? So we are actually officially starting the process on the main body. I want to explain a couple of, sorry for the noise, but that's my fan running. This is my spray booth, self-fabricated spray booth. I'm running into a couple of issues since I started opening doors and doing all this stuff. Now the alignment is a little bit off, so I have to constantly be aligning it. I used a lot of tacky stuff on the bottom and using one of the floors that I'm not going to be utilizing for the final build. My main floor is already done with the chassis, so to paint the body I need everything to be perfectly aligned. So this is where I'm running into issues again. So I'm going to use Mr. Finishing Surfacer. This is the white primer to kind of like cover the whole thing, just inspect for the final touch-ups, and then we'll go from there. I made a couple little cuts just to clear on the bottom. Now I have a little of a debris or pieces of plastic all around the body. I think I cleaned the most. That's why I want to do this first. So once I see any imperfection, I'll sand it down, water sand it down very carefully, because now I have tape holding up my whole body, and we'll go from there. So let's do this. So we'll do the first coat, and said and done, a little bit of imperfections are starting to appear, so I'll get them out with tweezers. I'll be right back. Okay, second coat. So the first layer is already dried. It looks pretty good. There are no more imperfections. All those little pieces of dust are completely out, and the body looks pretty straight. No, maybe okay. That one's out. They're just surfaced. So it is ready to go. So on my next step, I am going to go, hold on, there is one more here. And that guy's up. One more little touch up. And that's perfect. So that's just very little. On my next step, I'm going to prepare. I bought duraluminum. This is Alclads. This is going to be the base silver, or in this case duraluminum. I really like the color that it comes out. It's like a mixture of aluminum and some other metals, but and that's why I actually painted it white, because it stands out a lot. When you put the aluminum on top of the white, it becomes super bright, and it's going to help creating more contrast at the end, because remember that my end colors are a lot of greens and blues, so the bright aluminum is going to really stand out and cut all those colors and make it more appealable to the eye. So I am going to prepare the duraluminum on my airbrush and start airbrushing the whole thing. Unfortunately, outlets, they spray really fast. It's super liquid, or the base is so like watered down that it sprays super fast. You get good coverage depending on what color you're shooting. Duraluminum is somewhat okay. I run out almost over half of the cup, and it's already out, and I still haven't done one of the sides, and you can still see that it needs a little bit more over here. So I'm going to clean the airbrush and redo the other side. Okay, so it's April the 14th. It's my birthday, by the way. I'm fucking tired. I stayed until 4 a.m. last night, and this is the result. I freaking did the whole car. This is a lot of Mayan art. I'm only missing the bottom section for the last Jaguar pattern. I started masking some of the top, since everything that's Mayan is gonna go on a very light candy blue. So it's been a mission. I am again a bit worried, since it's already the 14th. We're halfway into the month, and I have to have this thing ready, show ready, by May the 4th. Pack it up, and I actually have to be in Utah by May 4th. So I don't know, it's getting there. I'm getting nervous. I can make zero mistakes at this point, otherwise I'm not gonna make it. And the faster you work, the more prone you are to make mistakes. So it's getting interesting, guys. I promise myself, I promise you guys, I like to keep my challenges, and whenever I get a challenge, especially by myself, I like to commit to it and get it done. So let me get back to work, and I will keep you posted. I will do a small zoom in of the whole Mayan art. I don't think you can see it from there, but it's a lot of work. It's a fucking lot of work. So I'll keep you guys posted.
Ba